You can see behind me, that giant room behind me is where they are contesting ballots. So something that's very interesting that happened here in Detroit is, I just talked to a guy that's been here all night. They were ready to shut down the precinct. They had counted all the ballots. Everything was good. Everything went smoothly. And then it was at about 4 a.m. that 3 vehicles arrived, a van, a Chrysler 300, and a Ferrari with 130,000 plus ballots. He said he was astonished as they started counting the ballots. He was astonished that every single ballot, like literally 100% of that 130,000 ballots were all Biden ballots that hadn't been delivered to the precinct before the cutoff time. We have poll challengers that have been barred from being able to go into this room to challenge ballots.
They're throwing all the Republican challengers out of this room.
Everybody's standing in this area.
Tell us where you work.
I work in the Traverse City Post Office, more specifically the Barlow branch.
Your boss told you and your colleagues something that shocked you this morning. What was it?
We were issued a directive this morning to collect any ballots we find in mailboxes, collection boxes, just outgoing mail in general, separate them at the end of the day so that they could hand stamp them with the previous day's date. Today is November 4th, for clarification.
Who is your boss, and what is his title?
Jonathan would be a direct supervisor, yes. As of right now, he is the opening supervisor for the Barlow branch post office. So and this is anecdotal, carrier down in another office said they watched the postmaster doing it. If it were just a typical day, it would be clerks doing it up at the distribution center.
So 8 p.m. election day, November 3rd, the Court of Appeals ruled ballots have to be received by that time. And what were you told?
To separate them today so they could mark them with yesterday's date and send them through the express system to wherever they needed to go.
This appears to be an attempt to circumvent Michigan law and allow late votes. And you said there was a hamper where letter carriers were supposed to leave their ballots. Where are the ballots now?
They were putting them into express bags to go to the distribution center. In regards to a hamper, there was a standard hamper that all letter mail is supposed to go to, and they had a tub next to it that we were supposed to put any ballots collected today into.
We'll have to reach out to Jonathan Clark for comment. Hey, is this Jonathan?
Yes.
Hey, I'm a reporter with Project Veritas, James O'Keefe here, and I have information that you guys have been stamping ballots with the previous date, November 3rd. He just hung up the phone on me. He just hung up the phone on me.
So I'm just going to reverse the angle on the camera so that you guys can kind of see what's going on. I'll get as close as I can without getting arrested.
Now, you might be able to make out behind me the windows here have just been covered up by officials because there are a group of people outside the entrance to this hall where the counting is taking place who are not allowed in, and they are pretty upset about it. It's very heated out there, and some of them are banging on the windows, and they're now covering those windows up so that they can't be seen either. Now, there are complaints that these poll watchers want to come in because they want to observe the counting to be assured that everything is happening properly. And in the last hour and a half, the Trump campaign has filed a lawsuit in Michigan to say that they want, calling for the counting to be halted until what they deem to be full access is allowed.
We've had GOP members removed from the room. You're allowed to have a certain number depending on the number of precincts. I think it's 134 precincts that we have in Michigan, or excuse me, not in Michigan, in this particular county, Wayne County, Michigan. And we probably have maybe 50 to 60 representatives that have been allowed to go in to challenge. Mind you, according to federal law, for each precinct, there is to be one Democrat, one Republican to challenge. That hasn't been allowed in 24, well, actually since like this morning, since about 5 a.m. this morning when those 130 ballots were dropped off.
We're missing various parts of the equation to know definitively where things are going, and that, whoa. All right, hold on a second. No. Look, Joe Biden just took the lead in Wisconsin.
Right. We're getting new information.
We'll go through it.
Pull it all the way out. Votes are coming in right now. Let's pull all the way out to the state of play here and let's see what's going on, because we're getting real. I know that's what Phil Mattingly. We're getting new information in right now, and one of the things you don't get to see is actually what's going on in my head with all the different voices, and that's before I'm on television. But tonight we just got new information in on Wisconsin, and it has changed the state of play in the state for now. Okay, right now, Joe Biden is 11,381 votes ahead with 89% estimated reporting. Two questions. Where did it come from and what is left?
I see dead people.
Man, this shit is awesome.
Yo, son, you gotta roll some more of that shit outside.
My name is Brian McCaffrey. I'm a registered Democrat in the city of Philadelphia. Today, I'm at the Philadelphia Convention Center, and I am overseeing the ballot counters. I will let you know the corruption that is going on here. They will not allow us within 30 to 100 feet to supervise the ballots being counted. This is a coup against the President of the United States of America, and I want to call out the Mayor of Philadelphia, James Kenney, the Attorney General, Josh Shapiro, who tweeted that there's no way Donald Trump can win President of the United States of America, and also the District Attorney of Philadelphia, Larry Krasner. I can't believe what I'm seeing right before my eyes. This has nothing to do with Joe Biden or Donald Trump. This has to do with our democracy, and I will tell you, there is corruption at the highest level in the city of Philadelphia.
You're not letting me in? Well, what? No. That's why I told you, call the police. Do it. If you legal, call the cops.
The city guy is using the bathroom. He'll be there. Call that number. Tell him to call somebody.
I have a citywide watcher certificate.
And it's not for this location.
It's not for it. Is not. Is this the city of Philadelphia? This is the city of Philadelphia. This is the city of Philadelphia. This is the city of Philadelphia. You wanted to talk. You wanted to talk outside. Let's talk. I have a watcher certificate. I asked you to read the line. The line said it's good in every ward and division in the city.
Hey, look at this piece of shit. changing somebody's vote. I wonder what he's changing it to. And do you know what's going to happen to him? Nothing. And he's doing it right on a live feed. He probably doesn't even know, because he's a dumbass. And apparently, if you post this on Twitter, they block your account. They lock you out of your account for suspicious activity. So yeah, nothing's going to happen to this guy.
I'm wondering what's going on here. This dude has a fit about something. And then flips off a ballot and then crumples it up. That's not voter fraud. I don't know what is.
This lady is marking the ballots. I filmed her a half hour ago doing 6, and she's still working at it. Let's stamp it, received, and let's fill in our 6 blanks. All at the top of the tickets on each one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there's a security guard right there who's watching her. The cops are in on it. Disgusting.
Like that in the court. I don't know that they'll affect as many ballots, potentially, as the ballots that come in that 3-day window. But, you know, Pennsylvania,
We have put together, I think, the most extensive and inclusive voter fraud organization in the history of American politics.
Hi, my name is Jill Stokey. I went to vote and was told I already voted. I pursued the matter, and in years past, I always voted in person. This time, they mailed out the ballot, and somebody took my ballot. They also took the ballot of my roommate. I was told by the interviewer from Channel 8, when I said, did other people do this? He said, yes. He said, you're the first dummy. Thank you.
That we believe in the process. But this process has been tainted. And if you taint it for one party, you taint it for the other party. If you taint it for one American, then you taint it for all Americans. And we're not going to stand for this.
Good evening, London. Allow me first to apologize for this.
The emergency channel!
I do, like many of you, appreciate the comforts of the everyday routine, the security of the familiar, the tranquility of repetition. I thought we could mark this November the 5th, a day that is sadly no longer remembered, by taking some time out of our daily lives to sit down and have a little chat. There are, of course, those who do not want us to speak.
We think, just let me think.
I suspect even now, orders are being shouted into telephones, and men with guns will soon be on their way.
It's Chancellor Sutler.
Damn it!
While the truncheon may be used in lieu of conversation, words will always retain their power. Words offer the means to meaning, and for those who will listen, the enunciation of truth. And the truth is, there is something terribly wrong with this country, isn't there?
You designed it, sir. You wanted it foolproof. You told me every television in London.
Cruelty and injustice, intolerance and oppression. And where once you had the freedom to object, to think and speak as you saw fit, you now have censors and systems of surveillance coercing your conformity and soliciting your submission.
We need cameras.
How did this happen? Who's to blame? Well, certainly there are those who are more responsible than others, and they will be held accountable. But again, truth be told, if you're looking for the guilty, you need only look into a mirror.